Welcome back. Another episode, Music in the Stars. This one we're going to pursue the big news in astrology right now. Jupiter conjunct Uranus, what that means, and how we can navigate it in our own lives. Let's go. Okay, first up, let's remember these are two of the outer planets. The difference being the inner planets up to Mars represent more of a personal, more of an individual influence, whereas the outer planets affect us all as a global society. So these two planets coming together change basically the time-space continuum that we all share. This is putting in a new octave. This is putting in new vibration, a new sound into that music of the planets that's happening out there. So it's up to us to listen to that. It's up to us to pay attention and alter our own being, our own sense of self, and our own vibration, essentially, within that dance to that music. Man, I'm getting philosophical here, which is part of this alignment. We've got Jupiter. What does Jupiter represent? Our expansion, our thinking outside of the box, our thinking outside of the confines, outside of the boundaries of what we usually do, the boundaries and the borders of where we place ourselves. Jupiter is always pushing to go beyond that. Jupiter rules things like our hope, our faith, our dreams, our philosophies of life. So these things are always expanding on some level depending on how they are related to other planets, how they're placed in your chart, the different aspects, etc., etc. However, with this conjunction with Uranus, the planet of innovation, of sudden, quick change, revolution. Uranus pushes the boundaries as well, but more of ideas, whereas Jupiter is more spiritual in the sense of our creative self, inspirations that come through, that push us, that make us move forward in innovative new directions of spirit. Uranus is the higher octave of the mind. It's the higher octave of Mercury. So it's going to create massive change in innovative ways that have to do with things like science, technology, social structures, revolutions. And we're already seeing this unfold in the world. So this could be a very disruptive time, yet it expands the soul at the same time. It expands our consciousness on a whole. It expands our being and our awareness as a people. So again, it's important for us to tune ourselves to this vibration that's coming through and happening right now through these planets aligning, through this conjunction. And it's in the sign of Taurus. So let's add that now to the mix. What could that mean? Taurus, ruled by Venus, natural ruler of the second house. It's going to talk about value. It's going to talk about finances. It rules things like agriculture. It's a very, grounded, earthy sign. So it's matters of the world. So we're taking the innovative spirit of Uranus, the expansive soul of Jupiter, and we're putting it right into the middle of the world, the earth. Our sense of presence, our sense of being, our sense of meaning, and how we operate in the world today. New ideas are coming, you guys. New ideas are about to blossom and evolve and grow, and let's be open to that. Let's be open to witnessing it and seeing it. Also not getting too caught up into it. We need to always trust our intuition, what this means, and not so much what the masses are consuming or what's being thrown at us to feed upon for us to consume. Step into your own intuitive nature. To me, that would connect to Uranus. That's your higher genius, your creative genius connecting in to the greater genius of all. Blending into your own expression of what that means for you. We all have our own talents. We all have our own gifts. We all have our own skills and creative genius to offer the world. And we can do that at this time, but we can expand that. We can expand that consciousness. We can expand that evolution within ourselves as a society. So likely in the upcoming months, the upcoming years, as it goes through its cycle, because as it moves from the conjunction, we're going to go to sextiles, semisextiles, trines, squares, through every aspect, and that will affect us differently. But the conjunction is the seed moment where the expression is born and begins to pulsate and move out in the world, affecting us all. We're likely going to see breakthroughs in technology. We're going to see breakthroughs in philosophical ideas. We're going to see all sorts of change in our world, as we're already seeing unfold. Look at the AI technology. Technology in general is likely going to kick up to another octave during this time. There's all sorts of disruptive things happening all over the world, things that are heartbreakingly sad. I pray that those actually change in a way that's positive, in a way that blossoms, that we see the humanity and the connection in ourselves, within one another. Let's expand our vision that way. Let's not rely and make the world more chaotic and faster with more technology. I hope we can rein that in and channel that into new ways that connect to the world. Let's bring in that Taurus energy. Let's connect to the earth. Let's connect to the planet. Come up with innovative, expansive ways to bring more light and more love to the planet Earth, where we can be true stewards here. Yes, we are brilliant human beings. We truly have the capacity to expand our minds, to go into the outer realms of space and travel. We can do all of that. And again, all of these are related to Uranus and Jupiter conjunction, space and travel and expansion of the mind and consciousness, going the far distances of the universe, all connected. Yet can we do that? From our hearts, can we do that? From our souls, can we do that in a way that supports one another, that supports the global community? The good thing about this is it's connected to the Aquarian energy, right? The Aquarius, ruled by Uranus, is an energy that is all about humanity. It's all about growing as a light-filled global community together. Yes, Uranus is about the individual, and at the same time, it is about the collective. It's the collective as an individual as we evolve and grow together, which is exciting. Throw in the Jupiter in the mix, which is expansion of soul, expansion of spirit, which is super exciting. Yet let's guide that in a way that's positive and good and bring goodness. Things are speeding up quickly. Things are moving so fast, especially in the realm of technology. Let's reel that in and use that in a way that expands our souls and connects us deeper with the planet Taurus energy and doesn't pull us further away from it. So Taurus is really the key here, everybody. Taurus is the way that we can use this conjunction for our evolution, for our growth, and our connection with the planet, with one another, expanding on that level. So good questions to potentially ask yourself during this time, good affirmations and mantras are, how am I showing up for my global community? In what ways am I using my own creative genius in service of the planet? In what ways am I listening to the universal consciousness vibrating through my being? How am I showing up and being of service to my global community? How am I activating my truth and expanding my own personal boundaries? These are the ideas that are coming up as we move into this conjunction. Please, if you would, leave a comment below. Let's converse about this. Let's talk about this. What does this mean for you? There are all sorts of very fascinating things that happen in previous Jupiter-Uranus conjunctions. I'm not going to go into them right here, but you can just do a quick search online and find all kinds of information on that. Where do you think this is going? How will that look for us today? And how will we guide that? Because let's remember, we're not Again, as I always say, these things aren't happening to us, they're happening through us. We have the power and the ability to use these offerings that are coming through the galaxy, coming through the universe, coming through the planets, coming through the energies. We have the capacity to use those and move them through our intention in whatever direction we choose. So how are we going to do that? Which direction are we moving? Because we're moving there globally. We're moving there together, you and I. So let's do that in a beautiful and positive way. Thank you so much. Please subscribe to my channel. Please hit that like button, ring that bell, all of the things. Thank you so much for your support, and I look forward to talking with you in the next video.